YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, you got one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. All right, Smell Good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we give it up here on this channel. All right, positive vibes only. All right, so I've been asked a bunch, and just recently, bro, we just want compliments, bro. Give us the compliment bangers. You know, I've been told by one guy, says, I don't know who he is, but he just commented on my Instagram. He said, honestly, bro, I'm not really into the art of this whole thing. I just need something that's just gonna get me compliments, bro. Like, that's all I'm into. I'm just trying to smell fire. That's what the comment that he said. So I said, okay, man. So I went through my entire collection and I mixed it up a little bit. So I have 10 fragrances that will, all but ensure you a compliment, man, because these are compliment monsters. These fragrances, when I wear them or when I have worn them, have given me, I receive compliments on every last one of these fragrances. And before we get into it, man, compliments come as a more than just your fragrance, man. It's your upkeep, how you carrying yourself, how you looking, how you speak, the representation of you. Fragrance can be that bowl, you know, that icing on the cake, so to speak. But these have had a lot of success just with the compliment range. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. 10 fragrances that will definitely get you as close can get to receiving compliments, man. Let's go ahead and start off in the niche world. This recently, the few times that I have worn it, every single time that I've worn it, I've been complimented. From the house of Chanel, we have Anie X. Anie X. Now this is, we're not in focus. Now this fragrance, there we go. In general, from the original to this flanker, sweet, warm, vanilla, almost edible style of vanilla that you get to your nose. With the X version, it comes off a little bit fresher. It's a little bit more versatile. You get this honeydew fruitiness in the top of it that kind of blends in with that vanilla as it continues to rise and rise and rise as you wear this fragrance. But compliments for sure. Women love this fragrance. They love it. Just the vanilla warmth, like I said, the edible nature to this fragrance, man. It is a fragrance that could definitely put you in prime position. A little bit more high on the totem pole in the niche world, but we're talking compliments, right? All right, so if we're talking compliments, this is one for sure, in my opinion, that could get you as close as compliments can come with wearing this fragrance. From the house of Chanel, we have Anie X. Big time compliment puller for sure, High quality, good stuff there. Up next, we're going to stay in the niche world, but we have a plethora of different variety here. But we're going to stay in the niche world. This is probably one of the most mass appealing niche fragrances that are out there, and another compliment puller for sure. This isn't a stranger to no one. From the house of Parfums de Marly, we have the original Leighton. And why do I say the original Leighton? Is because we have Leighton exclusive out there as well. Spices and vanilla really represent this fragrance for sure. You get a nice minty pop at the top of this fragrance, and the first couple of, the first hour or so, you kind of get that before it kind of fades into the sweetness and the spices with what this fragrance has to offer. Every time that I've worn it, I've been complimented every single time. No matter if I have clones of this fragrance as well, that I've worn those, and they, resemble the DNA of Leighton, and compliments are there too. So mass appealing feel from the niche world, but the quality is there for sure. This is just something that is easy on the nose. It's easy on the nose, and more than likely somebody be in position to inquire about your fragrance, or just simply flat out tell you that you smell good. I've had both when wearing this fragrance for sure. From the house of Parfums de Marly, we have Leighton. All right, let's switch it up, man, and head to the designer world, and these are just home run hitters. That's all I've known them to be. That's all I've experienced with these fragrances, and they are home run hitters. First up, from the house of Paco Rabanne, we have 1 Million Lucky. To me, this is the best out of the whole 1 million line. From the original, the Privé, the Perfume, whatever. This is the best, all right? It kind of strays away a little bit from the base of what the origins of 1 million is. Plum, hazelnut. There's a freshness to this as well. This is just so good. And I think with this one, man, when you experience the level of sweetness, but then you get that kind of that fruitiness with it as well, kind of unbalanced, kind of makes it off balance from just that original flat out sweet vanilla and for that sickening sweetness from the original. I just kind of think the balance of the two really make a great combination with your plum and with your hazelnut and just a different formulation of this DNA. That's why it's my favorite specifically, all right? But again, this is one of my wife's favorite fragrances on me. Date night, I'm usually wearing this because I know she loves it, and every time I wear it, I don't get like, hey, you smell good. Oh, I don't get, oh man, there that stuff is getting. No, I get that. That's what this registers for sure. So fellas, if you're looking for something to get you that look into 1 Million Lucky from the house of Paco Rabanne. Very popular fragrance. Back and forth with discontinuing rumors, but who knows, all right? Up next, this bottle has taken a beating in my collection. The chain, the little hitches, you'll see. This for sure is a compliment banger for sure. From the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, we have Ultramul. Ultramul, here it is. And as you can see, the collar is gone. The denting up on the atomizer is there because it fell down from my cabinet. Luckily, the bottle did not break. Super sweet style of a fragrance here for sure. You get some pear in this fragrance, vanilla in this fragrance. Just very much clear to the objective of this fragrance is to be a mass appealing wave of smell goodness. That's what this is for sure. And they hit it. They hit it on the head. Jean-Paul Gaultier, they hit it on the head. This is their most mass appealing fragrance in my opinion in the entire collection. The Elixir could probably give it a run for its money, but this is it. Fruity and sweet, nothing else. Fruity and sweet. And most people, when you go to something that smells good, particularly to a fragrance, sweetness is usually the top thing that the average nose is probably looking for, and this just covers that for sure. A compliment getter, easy fellas, easy. And I also think women can wear this. I do think women can wear this for sure. My sister has said that, yeah, she definitely wear this no problem, and she thinks it smells great. From the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, we have Ultramul. Ultramul, get that in focus. There we go, Ultramul. Bottle has taken a beating for sure. All right, let's keep it going, man, with some mass appealing designers that are just been proven throughout time, no matter if I've talked about it or any other reviewer. From the house of Versace, we have Versace Aros. Versace Aros. Now this, I have the EDP representing just the entire Aros line. It just works. Vanilla, crisp apple, mintiness. It just works, man. This is a club banger, bar banger, party banger. No matter where you are, compliments. If you are in search of those, especially if you're in those arenas, this right here is going to be something that cannot miss in that environment. Mass appealing scent trail that if they don't tell you smell good, they're thinking it, all right? Because this is just one of those, a club classic, a club banger, a mass appealing scent. A lot of common notes in here that people just love. They just love it. If you're looking for compliments, bro, I promise you, fresh out the door, at some point in time, someone's gonna tell you that you smell good. Because most people, when they wear Aros, they probably sprayed it 8 to 10 times, all right? So a classic in the community, mass appealing for sure. From the house of Versace, we have Versace Aros. Compliment puller for sure, all right? I decided to go a different route, even though the DNAs are very similar. This might be a personal thing, but maybe what it's cloning gets more compliments. I'm not sure, but we'll be talking about that for sure. So from the house of Prada, we have Prada Lunar Rosa Carbon. Prada Lunar Rosa Carbon. Now this is a direct attempt at Dior Sauvage, the EDT. And we're not done talking about Sauvage in this video, but the EDT. So if you're familiar with the flankers, EDT, EDP, Parfume, and then the Elixir, you know that they have some differences to them. Well, this to me, the unboxing's turned down, the freshness and the smoothness is turned up in this one, and this makes it just a little bit more pleasant. So why does pleasant go better for me? Well, obnoxious, which is the EDT, because it can be, is going to reach everybody in the room. But for my taste, I'm not really into an obnoxious style of a fragrance, even though Sauvage EDT smells good. This just smells better. This just smells better. I believe it's well blended. It's a lot more smoother, and it's just my speed, and I've been known to get a lot of compliments. Now, lately, truthfully, I've been wearing this fragrance to the gym, all right? 2 sprays behind each ear, and I'm going to the gym, and every time that I'm in there, I get a compliment about what I'm wearing. What is that? You smell really, really good. So for me, compliment puller for sure. Might be a little biased. That's okay. I'll roll with that. From the house of Prada, we have Prada, Lunar, Rosa, Carbon. Okay. All right, next up, we got to go to more blues, and that's for sure. You know I wasn't going to pass this up. Now, this is the most complimented Chanel in my collection. From the house of Chanel, we have Bleu de Chanel, the EDP. The EDP. Anybody who asks me, hey, which one do you recommend? The EDT, the EDP, or the Parfume? Even though the Parfume is my favorite of all time, I'd recommend the EDP. It's the best of both worlds. The way I view the Parfume, others may not. Sentimental for me. But in general, just to the nose, this is the best of both worlds. Big freshness, citrus, slight spice to it. There's an incense feel to it. Just a lot of different high quality things coming together in one. You get the best of the EDT, you get the best of the Parfume, and you get it in the EDP, in my opinion, okay? Versatile, works anywhere, anytime, any place. It just flat out smells great and is a compliment king. And I know those of you who are watching this video can second that. Compliment king, K-I-N-G, king. All right, from the house of Chanel, we got Bleu de Chanel, the EDP. You want compliments, you need to get Bleu de Chanel EDP. Any version will work, but the EDP, that's what I'm recommending. All right. Up next, I said we weren't done with Sauvage, and here's what I mean by that. From the house of Dior, we have Sauvage, the Parfume. The Parfume is the best out of all the flankers, in my opinion. This differs from the EDT, so follow me out there, okay? This has a little bit more of a vanilla spin on it, has a powdery touch to it as well. It strays away from the original EDT. These are not the same. You smell the EDT, you smell this. They almost smell like different fragrances, but the Dior Sauvage DNA is definitely present in the Parfume. All right, so I like this the most. It's my favorite out of the 3, and due to the fact that it is a little bit more vanilla, a little bit more, there's a citrus bubble in here as well that you get in the opening. Yeah, man, it's just good. And I'm a fan of a powdery take on a fragrance. Not overly powdery, not grandma perfume powdery, no, but it's just the right amount in this. Much more different from the EDT. If you got your nose on both, then you'll know what I mean by that. This is a compliment banger. Every time I wear this to work, I'm complimented upon arrival. No joke. So this is a good office wear for me. I don't wear it nowhere else but really to the office, and every time I wear it, man, I get 2 or 3 compliments on deck. On deck. From the house of Dior, we have Dior Sauvage, the Parfume. The Parfume. Much more different than the EDT, so get your nose on that for sure. All right, to wrap up this video, let's head to the Middle Eastern world. I know the new version out. There's a new version of this fragrance out, but I'm still rocking with the OG. And every time I wear it, ladies love this stuff. You hear me? Ladies love this. From the house of Lattafa, we have Camera. Fellas. This is legit. Man, sweet, fruity, slightly spicy. Oh boy. It's just good. It's been a lot of conversation about this being a resemblance of inspired by Killing's Angel Share. No, sir. This does its own thing. Similarities, Yes, they're in there, but this does its own thing. The date note in here is it provides a different type of fruitiness and sweetness to this fragrance. Slight spice in here as well, but this stuff is just one of those ones. If you're around a group of people and you're just kind of maneuvering like that for the day, this is a home run in that environment. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Compliment Puller, one of my most complimented cologne fragrances in my collection. Great bang for your buck as well, from the House of Lattafa. Trust me, I know the new Camera, however you pronounce it, is out. But don't forget about the OG, because it still rides, man. From the House of Lattafa, we got Camera. And last but not least, how can I have this list without mentioning the fragrance that got me 9 compliments in one day? I've told this story before. This is the highest complimented fragrance in my entire collection, and it had to be here. From the House of Versace. Yes, we have Hawass. Versace Hawass. This is the most complimented fragrance in my entire collection. I've told the story. My wife gave birth to our 3rd son. I'm going to the hospital, leaving home, stopping by the grocery store, the gas station, and back to the hospital. And in between that time frame, which was probably about an hour and a half, I received 9 compliments before I got back to the room where my wife and my son were awaiting me. This is just one of those ones, clone of Invictus or not. They say they came out. This came out first, and some say Invictus came out first. Don't care. Okay, this is all the Invictus that I need. Hawass. Fruity, spicy, sweet, synthetic. Of course it is. Projection is crazy. Sillage is monstrous. It's just one of those ones. It's one for the summer that I'll always have and always wear. But this is the most complimented in my collection. And I own a lot of fragrances. And out of all of those fragrances, this is the one, fellas. From the House of Versace, we have Versace's Hawass. Look at that dent, not playing, and this bottle ain't that old. It ain't that old, with a backup bottle on deck for sure, all right? So, fellas, there you have it. You want compliments? Look into these 10. You can find most of these at your local department store. Go get your nose on them, the Middle Easterns, the cologne fragrances you can get samples of online and get your nose on them, man. So you trying to be in a compliment room, and that's all you care about? Look into these 10. All right, Smell Good family, appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know what you recommend for someone who's watching for compliments as well in the comments. Would love to read those and see what you got going on. All right, so until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Positive energy and positive vibes. Y'all know what's up, man. Splack it up, splack it down, splack that thing all around. Them boys said they don't care nothing about the art of fragrance. They just want you smell good. That's it. All right. What you put out to this world, remember, is exactly what you're going to get back. Y'all be cool. Splackle.